Buckle up. I'm about to tell you something bigger than dropshipping, e-commerce, Amazon FBA, and anything else you've been taught in the online space. This is completely opposite from the red ocean. Everything you've been taught by Brez, Iman, Alex Hormozi. This is completely different and we're flipping the script. Now, in this video, I'm going to be showing you an AI system no one's talking about. It made me and my clients over hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you can make $100,000 by 2026 if you just listen up for 10 minutes. Stop scrolling on TikTok and just listen to me. Now, what is this system? Well, I'm actually going to show you what it's done for someone. It changed Ethan's life. He was working a part-time job, running LinkedIn ads. He was making 1.2K. The first month he worked with me, he said, I just hit the 10K per month mark. That's what happens when you implement this AI system. I can't even describe the words and the excitement I am to tell you. Because Walter, he's 17, and in 90 days, he made 15K. He was having a failing business, and now he is a $2 million business after he exited his own LinkedIn agency. Now, what is this system? Am I just chatting shit? Well, it's you sitting at home. All you gotta do is just get off your ass, go onto Claude and use LinkedIn, and you're gonna be able to generate hundreds of thousands of dollars, either for yourself as a B2B business, or you can actually start your own LinkedIn agency, which is the agency model that I've started and I've completely destroyed the online space with, and you'll see within the coming months. And what you're doing is you're basically automating the system that most businesses are using to create content. This works perfectly if you're building an agency, you're running a business, or if you have no LinkedIn experience and you're just here for the ride. Well, let's get into it. We've got 4 steps, really simple, and I'm gonna walk you through them. The first one, context. Basically, you just need to tell AI about what you do or what you're gonna do for your client. 2, content. The AI is just gonna create the posts. We have a prompt, we have a context profile, we have some complicated systems. I made it super simple, so all you gotta do is just copy and paste from my WhatsApp group. Now, 3, funnel. All you gotta do is just turn those views into calls. And I've broken it down really, really simply. So again, this is basically copy and paste. And if you don't know how to do this, you can just watch to the end of the video. 4th thing, and this is for the people that, they wanna improve, is make it smarter. Now, a lot of people in AI right now, and if you know N8N, Claude, ChatGPT, a lot of people aren't making it smarter. They're kind of just giving the prompts and expecting an output. But that's not how AI works. AI feeds off data. AI is an algorithm. So what you need to do is you need to feed it data over time. Like I said, I'm gonna walk through this 4-phase system. It's only gonna take a few minutes, and after you can go ahead and implement this. And all you need, a LinkedIn account. You can free or premium, it doesn't matter. Claude, and it has a free tier. The paid tier is preferred and you can talk with it more, but you can still use the free. And I just need 30 minutes of your time, because all you need to do is just pause the video when you need, set it up alongside with me, and then obviously we can get going. And yeah, that's it. Realistic timelines. Like month 1, you're gonna be learning the system. You're gonna implement it for yourself. Month 2, potentially even week 2. I've seen people do this really, really well and get a lot of traction straight away. They just start getting clients. I think a good idea is scaling anywhere from $25,000 to $50,000 consistently in the next 6 to 12 months. Now, people in my program, of course, they do that quicker, but obviously if you're just looking at this video, 25 to 30K, that makes sense. Now, phase 1, context. Before the AI can even help you, and before I even show you the prompt, the system, whatever I'm talking about, the first thing they need to do is they need to understand a bit about you. So what I've done is, if you click the first link in the description, I'm gonna give you my free WhatsApp community, where inside I've given you a context profile generator. It's basically a custom GPT. You just have to talk with it. It's gonna ask you a couple of questions, and it's gonna give you something called a context profile, which is basically just the AI's way of understanding every single detail about your business. So you can just quickly put that into a Claude prompt or anything like that, and it's just gonna output a really personalized content about you. So you don't even need to touch the content. You don't need to come up with some elaborate story of how you fought off a lizard when you were 9. Really simple. Then we got the second phase, content creation. Now, once AI understands your context, we're then gonna input the prompt and the system that I'm talking about and I've been hyping up. So all you gotta do is you gotta, again, head to the WhatsApp, and in the resources section, below the context profile generator, there's gonna be the Claude prompt and the system. And all you gotta do is just copy and paste that Claude prompt into the system instructions of the Claude, like you see here. So you have the instructions. So below, there's all of the context profiles that you've generated, and my editor will pop it up the screen here. Basically, in the instructions section, you just copy and paste the system instructions, and then after that, you're free to go, you're ready to go, your prompt is ready. After that, we're gonna create something called a 30-day roadmap. Then what I want you to do is I just want you to talk to Claude. Before you even create a 30-day roadmap, I want you to talk to it. I just want you to say, hey, create me a personal post, a lead magnet post. And if you don't know what any of those are, I actually suggest you going through the additional resources in the WhatsApp community, so you understand a bit about what type of post you can create for yourself or you can create for your client in the future. Now, then I want you to build a 30-day roadmap. Underneath the Claude prompt, I've also created a prompt specific for the 30-day roadmap, which I want you to just go there, copy and paste it, and then start posting from there. So you want to post on a regular basis. It's going to take maybe 15 to 30 minutes of your week, and then just every day, just post what Claude has given you. Now, the funnel. This is where it gets interesting, and this is where a lot of people slip up. So I'm going to be there to hold your hand for every single step. So here's actually actually how this all works. This is basically the real source. Everything else is copy and paste. Now, content gets attention. We all know this, right? Brez crashed his car, millions of views, right? How did he even convert that? How are you gonna convert these views into people that can pay? So this is how it works. So we have a founding operating system here, don't worry. Really complicated. I've dialed it down into just 4 points. First thing, viral post. You're gonna use the Claude prompts and you're gonna create your 30-day roadmap, posting every single day. Now, the lead magnets, which is basically where people comment to receive a resource, they're gonna be the ones that go the most viral. And obviously, if you don't know that, like I said, go into the WAP or watch some of my other videos to understand what a lead magnet does. And then once you get that viral post, you're gonna be able to create your optimized profile, which is basically, they're gonna see your profile, it's gonna be done, there's gonna be a nice banner, there's gonna be everything laid out, a nice headline, etc., etc. And again, if you don't know what that is, go through my WAP, go through my recent videos. Actually, you know what I'll do? In the second link in my description, I'm gonna link a longer video, which basically explains a little bit about what an optimized profile is, what a CTA is, and what a DM sequence is. Basically, to give you an idea, what they're gonna do is they're gonna view your content, they're gonna go into your profile, they're gonna click book an appointment, and then all you have to do is close them on the call or through the DMs. If they're like texting you, let's say they booked, and you're like, hey, I saw you booked, you wanna know any information? And then you just basically set them and then potentially even send a payment link. I've had clients close in the DMs, I haven't even need to book a call, or they would just book a call with me, I'll text them, and then they'll just be like, oh, I got all the information I need, and then they just pay me $3,000-$4,000. Really simple, right? When it comes to the DMs or the messaging, all you have to do is you have to set up an automation, you have to set up frameworks, and again, I know that's really complicated. So what I've done is if you click the second link in the description, it's a really long in-depth video that kind of goes over everything so you don't have to get stuck. But this video, I just wanted to specifically talk about the content system. Phase 4, this is the feedback loop. Now, this is where most people kind of quit, but what you actually need to do is really dial it. This is probably one of the most important processes because it trains the AI. A lot of people, they post 1 or 2 posts, it doesn't get much traction and they kind of just quit LinkedIn. But what you need to do is you need to tell Claude this. Every week, you need to tell Claude which posts perform best, what type of DMs got the responses, what angles are working, what content's working, and what isn't working. Then Claude is gonna come back and create different posts. That's the reason why I engineered the prompt in a specific way. It's just copy and paste. You don't need to worry about it because Claude is actually gonna handle and train itself. You just need to give it the data. And like I said, Claude learns and adapts. Next week's content is gonna be smarter. So don't worry and don't get down if your content isn't performing. And like I said, if you want access to the full system, click the link in the description. First link is a free WAP. Look, free. No scam, no nothing. And there's a bunch of other resources that you can use. And yeah, that's the end of the video. It's a really simple guide. I think if you walk through this and do this properly, you're gonna be able to make hundreds of thousands of dollars and hopefully 100K by 2026. The video is coming to an end now. And I just wanted to say this one thing before I left, and I wanted to make sure I did this properly. You need to understand that this is a new revolution. You can't take something like this lightly. You can't scroll over this video. I know 90% of you are just gonna watch this video and probably watch it to the end. You're probably watching this right now and you're not implementing. Now, you don't need to work with me one-to-one to understand this. You just need to see this for yourself. All I want you to do, I'm not asking you to book a call. I'm not asking you to work with me. I'm asking you to simply join the WAP, learn all of the resources, and actually start your own LinkedIn agency or start creating content. Because what I want is I want to see other people win. I'm sick and tired of people going to this red ocean when there's a huge blue ocean. There's 1.2 billion users and it's time you start monetizing to them. So without further ado, I'll catch you in the next one and see ya.